Welcome back to Greenwood Heating's Resource Channel. I'm Patrick and we're here to talk about how to bypass your condensate line when it's frozen.
Before we start our demonstration video, it's important to understand why this can happen. Today's new high-efficient furnaces produce condensate when they run. The condensate is then pumped outside. During abnormally cold conditions, there is a chance the line could freeze, and this will cause the pump to continue to run but not move the water outside. Once the pump fills up, a limit will sense the high water level and shut off the furnace.
First, you need to determine if you have a high-efficiency furnace. They're identified by large white PVC pipes coming off the side of the top of it. There's an easy way to tell if your line is frozen. It will be 30 degrees outside or colder. The furnace will not be running when it should be, and the condensate pump will be running continuously. Looking at the pump and bypass valve, if your furnace was installed with a condensate bypass valve, you can simply bypass the frozen line by pumping the condensate into a bucket until the weather warms up a little. Just follow these simple instructions. Important to remember, the pump may start at any time. To avoid water spills, never open a bypass valve unless the end of the tubing is in a container to catch the water. Step 1, we need to cut the wires that hold the excess lines in place. Step 2 would be to place the end of the hose into a bucket, preferably a 5-gallon bucket. Step 3, turn the bypass valve to the open position. Water should now pump into the bucket. The pump will cycle off and the furnace will then shortly come on and you have heat.
A few more important things to remember. Number 1, check the 5-gallon bucket every 4 hours to make sure it does not overflow. A fully loaded furnace can produce up to 8 gallons of water per day. Number 2, if you need to empty the bucket, turn the valve off, as the pump can start up at any time. And number 3, keep the system this way until the weather warms up and the tubing or pipe outside thaws.
Once the weather warms up above freezing, you could put things back the way they were. Turn the bypass valve off. Coil the tubing up as neatly as you can and put the end back into the condensate pump. I hope you found this helpful and thanks for watching.